my name is Leanna from Epic Fitness and this is Pilates. We are going to begin kneeling on our mats. We will not need any equipment for this class. If kneeling on your mat is uncomfortable for your knees, you can sit to one side or pick a different seated position, maybe even just cross-legged, that's what works for you. But if you can, kneeling on your knees would be preferred. So we're going to begin by sitting up straight and tall, so we're lengthening through our spines. Take a big, wide, sweeping inhale to reach our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, we're going to drop the left arm and reach over with the right. So we're lengthening through the right side and looking up toward the ceiling. We'll inhale back up through the center. On the exhale, we're going to drop the right arm, reaching over with the left, so we're lengthening through the left side. Taking a big inhale, reaching our arms up. Let's switch sides, so dropping the left, reaching over with the right. If you've got a little more space, maybe try walking that bottom arm out a little bit further, and then look up toward the ceiling. Inhaling up through center. Exhale, switching sides, dropping that right arm, reaching over with the left. Try walking your bottom hand out a little bit further again if you have any more space. Inhaling back up to the center. Exhale, switching sides. We're going to make this a little bit more flowy now. So taking one big inhale to the center. On the exhale, folding to the side. Inhale back to the center and fold. And if you are sitting to one side with your knees out to the side, try switching to the other side. So again, inhale, reaching all the way up and over. Big inhale to the center. Exhale to the opposite side. Let's take 2 more breaths here as we alternate on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Last one. Good. Inhale, reach your arms as high as you can. Again, lengthening through your spine. On the exhale, just take a moment to fold forward. So you're lengthening through your spine, just walking your fingers forward. Good. Walk your hands over to the right side. Maybe place the left hand on top of the right. And then walk your hands over to the left side. Place the right hand on top of the left. Good. Come back in through the center. Walk your hands back toward yourself. Again, big, wide, sweeping inhale. Reach your arms as high as you can, all the way toward the ceiling. This time, interlace your fingers, flip your palms, and create some length here. Reach as high as you can. And then release. Exhale. We're going to come into a tabletop position on our mats. So in our tabletop position, we want our wrists below our shoulders and our knees below our hips and our spine nice and lengthened here. We'll begin with a few cat-cows just to warm up through our spine. That's going to be an inhale, dropping your belly and looking up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, round your spine, pull your navel to your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, again, navel to spine. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, rounding through your spine, coming back to a neutral position here. We're going to straighten the left leg, pressing the tip of our toes onto the edge of the mat. Take a moment here just to sink back through your heels so that you're lengthening and stretching through your left calf. Good. Then lift that left leg, reach forward with your right arm, taking an inhale here. On the exhale, bring your knee and elbow together beneath you. Inhale to reach and lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Reach and crunch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Come back through your tabletop position. You're going to straighten through the right leg again, so you press the tip of your toes onto the edge of the mat, stretching through that right calf. Good. Lifting the right leg, reach forward with your left arm, taking an inhale. On the exhale, bring your knee and elbow together beneath you. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Coming back through that tabletop position on your mat. We're going to walk our hands forward, but keep our hips high and just drop our chest toward the mat so that we're opening up through our chest. Good. If you can, walk your hands together, press your palms together, bend your elbows, and bring your thumbs toward the back of your neck. Good. Go ahead and release. Come back through your tabletop position. We're going to take our left leg, straighten the leg, let the top of our toes rest on the mat. On the inhale, we're going to lift that leg up toward the ceiling, then lower it back down to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift and lower. Think of really kicking that leg up toward the ceiling, but then lowering it slowly. Lift and lower. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That last one, let's hold it and just pulse it out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and pull that knee in, just tuck your knee in toward your nose, and then bring it back into that tabletop position. We'll switch to the opposite side. So right leg straightens, top of your toe resting on the mat. Inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, lower down gently, tapping the mat. Lift and lower, kind of kicking that leg up toward the ceiling and then lowering down a little bit more gently. Good, keep your core nice and tight here so you're protecting your lower back. Lifting and lowering, 8 more counts. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep that leg lifted and just pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull that knee in toward your nose, rounding through your spine. Then come back through your tabletop position. We're going to take that left leg, so switching sides again. We're going to lift it out to the side and then pull it back underneath us. Inhale, lift, open up. Exhale, bring it back together. Lift and lower. Good. So you're activating your glutes here, challenging your core. Try to keep your shoulders nice and strong here. Good, 8 more counts. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Switching sides. Right leg lifts out to the right side. Lower back down underneath you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift and lower. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, press up into a downward dog, and just shake your legs out a few times here. Maybe twist through your shoulders a few times. Good. And then look to the front of your mat, bend your knees, and step or hop to bring your feet between your hands. Straighten through your legs, take a moment to lengthen through your spine. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to fold forward so you're stretching through your hamstrings. Good. Bend through your knees, mat. We're going to lift our shins off the mat and come into what would in yoga be a boat pose or modified boat pose. So you want your spine lengthened, you can hold under your thighs, you can also straighten through your legs, and maybe even release your arms. And then hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down to low boat. And begin to just gently rock forward and back, keeping your abs pulled to your spine. Try to raise the space between your lower back and the ground as you rock. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your knees into your chest and then rock forward. We're going to straighten through our legs so we're in our seat on our mat. Bring your arms along your sides, sitting up straight and tall. Take a moment just to point and flex your toes. Maybe try lifting your heels off the ground if you are able to. And then maybe roll your ankles out a few times. And then try those circles in the opposite direction. Good. We're going to go ahead and release. Shake your legs out if you need to. We're going to lift the right leg, lower back down to the mat, then lift the left leg and lower back down. We're just going to alternate lifting and lowering each leg. Try to focus on keeping your spine lengthened here so you're really engaging your abs and using your quad muscles to lift that leg versus compensating and trying to kind of use the rest of your body. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Flex your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, stretch through our hamstrings for a moment. Gently rock side to side. Good. We're going to turn over so that we come onto one side. So you want to really lengthen through the bottom side of your body. Take that bottom arm, bend your elbow to support your head, and then gently draw your toes forward so you create kind of a soft kind of curve through your body so that you have a nice foundation here. Bring our opposite hand either to our hip or in front of us. Take our top leg, bend our knee to open up through our hips so our knee is going to go up toward the ceiling. We're going to straighten through that leg and then we're going to flex that top foot on the way back down to the bottom. So we're going to bend the knee, straighten, and flex on the way back down. Good. Bend, straighten, and flex. And each time you straighten through that top leg, see if you can bring it a little bit closer, either toward the ceiling or overhead, so that you get a nice stretch here. So bend, straighten, flex on the way back down. Bend, straighten, flex. Good. We've got 8 more counts here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch directions. So top leg, kick it all the way up, bend your knee, and then slide it along the bottom leg. Kick, bend, and slide. This time you can keep that top toe pointed the whole time. This is a big lift here. Really opening up to that hamstring on the top leg, which is my right leg. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, we're going to catch that top leg and see if we can pull it just a little bit further. See if we can find a little bit more space here to stretch a little bit deeper. release that top leg. Bring your toes together. You're going to lift your toes, and we're just going to begin by flutter kicking forward and back with our legs. A little flutter kicks forward and back. Make this one a little bit harder by lifting that top arm up toward the ceiling. Good. We've got 8 more counts here. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and keep that bottom leg floating. We're going to bend the top knee and place that foot behind our bottom leg. And then we're just going to lift and lower that bottom leg up toward the ceiling. You can flex to that foot. Make it a little bit more challenging, like stretching through your calf a little bit deeper. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We're going to take that bottom leg, bend your knee, place it on top of that right thigh. Let that left knee go down, the bottom leg go down toward the ground, and then just pull that right thigh in just a little bit more to really open up through the IT band on the outside of your left or bottom leg. So it's just a gentle stretch just to release some tension to that bottom leg. Good. Awesome. Go ahead and release. We're going to straighten through our legs. We're going to lift both legs off the ground. We're going to reach our top arm up toward the overhead. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, bring your top knee and your top elbow together. Side crunch. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Good. And we'll continue on for 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Let's switch to the opposite side. So tuck your knees into your chest. Switch to the opposite side. So I will be laying on my right side now. Again, you're going to reach as far as you can with that bottom arm, and then bend your elbow to support your head. Then gently draw your toes forward, pulling your navel to your spine, creating a nice soft C shape kind of here, so you have a good foundation. Place that left hand or opposite hand in front of you. We'll take our top leg, bending our knee, opening up through our hip, then straighten that leg, and then flex your foot on the way back down. Good. Bend the top knee, straighten the leg, flex on the way back down. Good. Think of really opening that knee up toward the ceiling, so you're not drawing that knee forward. We're actually opening it up, straighten, and flex on the way back down. Good. 8 more counts here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and our last one. Awesome. We're going to switch directions. So top leg lifts, bend your knee, slide it along the bottom leg. Lift, bend, and slide. Awesome. Reverse direction. So really taking this opportunity to open up that hamstring on the top leg. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Catch that top leg and give yourself a little bit more stretch here, a little bit deeper opportunity to open up through that top hamstring. You can flex or point that top leg if you would like. Try to find a little bit more space here. Good. Then release that top leg. We're going to float our toes, so just lifting our toes off the ground, and then little flutter kicks forward and back. And again, if you want to make this one harder, you'll take your top hand, bring it to your hip, or reach it up toward the ceiling. See if you can float it. Little quick kicks here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, bottom leg floating, top leg is going to bend, we're going to bring it behind that bottom leg. Our top hand is going to be a supporting hand again, and we're just going to lift and lower that bottom leg. Good. So you should feel this from the outside of that right or bottom hip. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that bottom knee. Place your ankle on top of the opposite thigh, and then bring that knee toward the ground. Just a little opportunity to stretch through the IT band, that muscle that we just worked, that tendon that we worked. Good. And go ahead and release. We're going to straighten through your legs. Reach that top arm overhead. This is your inhale. On the exhale, bring your knee and elbow together. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Good. We've got 8 more counts here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. We're going to roll over onto our bellies. We're going to cross our arms, bringing our arms parallel with the front of our mat. And we're going to begin by lifting the left leg, then lowering it back down, then lifting the right leg and lowering it back down. You can rest your forehead on top of your forearms. Or another option for this would be to bring those elbows underneath you and kind of pull your shoulder blades back and then lift and lower. So you'll find a position here that feels most comfortable for you. Lifting your chest is going to be a little bit more challenging. It's going to add a little bit more back flexibility. And then having your arms in front of you is going to be a little bit more restful. So we've got 2 options here. Pick which one works best for you. Lifting and lowering that back leg. You're squeezing your glutes. You're engaging your abs and your lower back. And we'll continue for 8 more counts. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. We're going to see if we can lift both legs off the ground. Walk your hands forward, maybe press the tip of your fingers onto the mat or the ground, and see if you can then begin to lift your chest, taking an inhale, and we exhale, lower everything back down toward the mat. Inhale again, lifting your chest, reaching your fingers up toward the ceiling, lifting your toes, and on the exhale, folding back forward. Inhale, reach, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. See if you can hold it. Little pulses here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Place your hands on the mat under your shoulders, tuck your toes, and press straight up into a plank. Okay. We're going to drop our heels to the right and heels to the left and just alternate sides. If you need to, you can stay on your forearms if you have sensitive wrists. So this would be another option. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Keep that plank. Step the left foot out to the left side. Bring it back in and step the right foot out to the right side. And just alternate left and right. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, shift over to the right side. So dropping our heels toward the ground and then reaching up toward the ceiling. And if you stayed in your high plank, that's going to look more like this. And we're just going to alternate shifting between left and right plank, either a high plank where I'm at, or a low plank on your elbows. So a few different variations here. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Drop your knees to the mat. Sit your hips back toward your heels. Just take a moment to lengthen through your spine. Catch your breath. Awesome. We're going to come back to a seat on our mat, and then we're going to roll down, slowly rolling our spine along the mat, bringing our arms along our sides. We'll pull our heels toward our hips. We'll begin on the inhale by lifting our hips up toward the ceiling for a low bridge. So this is your inhale, and your exhale, lower your hips back down. Inhale, lift, press them back up toward the ceiling, and exhale, lower. Really squeezing your abs, squeezing through your glutes. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Every time you lower your back onto the mat, think of pulling your navel to your spine to create as little space as you can between your lower back and the mat. As you inhale, really roll your shoulder blades under and press your hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower, gently tap the mat. Inhale, press up toward the ceiling. And exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Keep your hips high, little pulses pressing up toward the ceiling. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower your hips all the way back down. We're going to place the right ankle on top of the left, our right ankle on top of our left thigh. Good. Inhale, lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower down, tap the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. So you're also stretching through the IT band again on the right. We've got 8 more counts here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch that right leg, bring it back down, switch to the left, don't lower your hips. Then lower back down, and we'll switch directly over to the opposite side. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and lower your hips all the way back down. We're going to tuck our knees into our chest. Gently rock side to side just to massage through our lower back. Good. Then open your knees out wide and begin to straighten through your legs so that you open up through your hips. So knees are wide, legs are straight. We're going to inhale, reach our arms all the way up overhead. On the exhale, we're going to crunch, bringing our lower back toward the mat and reach between our legs. Inhale, reach, lengthen your spine. Exhale, crunch, really pulling that lower back to the mat. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. And if you have a sensitive neck, you can interlace your fingers behind the back of your neck on the inhale. On the exhale, you can just lift your chest and bring your elbows forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open everything up. Exhale, crunch. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. We're going to interlace bring our left hand underneath our head on the left side. Inhale, reach the top arm overhead. On the exhale, crunch so that you reach it over to the left. Good. Inhale up to the center. Exhale, crunch. So just reaching over to the left side. Crunch. Good. Reaching toward that left leg. Doesn't matter if you hit it or not. We're just really trying to crunch through our core here. Good. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch to the right side right away, right over to the right. Inhale, reach that top arm overhead. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's switch sides. We'll keep that right hand behind the back of your head. You're going to bring the left arm now out to the side. Inhale through the center. Exhale, crunch. A little bit more traditional or common way to do this one. So inhale, open our chest. Exhale, crunch. Should feel a little bit easier, but a little bit deeper through your abs. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Switching sides. Right hand reaches out to the right side. Left hand behind the back of your head. Inhale through the center. Exhale, crunch as you twist over to the right. Crunch. Good. For 8, 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Hopefully your legs are really nice and open now. We're going to squeeze our legs together. We're going to flex our feet. Inhale, bring our arms overhead. Exhale, crunch as though we're reaching up to reach our toes. And then we're just going to alternate, reaching a little further with the left and a little further with the right. Alternating sides. Reaching, lengthening, as though you're trying to climb up your legs. Good. Really pull your navel to your spine. We'll keep climbing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Go ahead and lower back down. We're going to bring our arms along our sides. Point through our toes. We're going to slowly lower the right leg all the way down to the mat and bring it back up toward the ceiling. And then slowly lower the left leg all the way down, tap the mat, bring it back up toward the ceiling. And then just alternating sides, lowering, lifting, lowering, lifting for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Go ahead and bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together and bring them onto the mat. We're going to drop our knees side to side and then gradually fold the opposite leg over just to release any tension through our hips. Good. Come back through the center. We're going to extend our right leg up toward the ceiling. We're just going to draw circles on the ceiling with the right leg. Good. So this is our basic variation of this. you would like to make this a little bit more challenging, try straightening through your bottom leg. So now you're floating that bottom leg as you're kind of like stirring that top leg up toward the ceiling. And that's gonna take a lot more core strength. If you wanna stick to the basic variation, just try to keep your body as still as you can as you begin to circle that right leg, so that you're using still your core muscles, but more to keep you still. Good. So we've got 8 more counts here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switching sides, so drop the right leg, send the left leg up toward the ceiling. Now we're drawing circles in the ceiling with the left leg. So little circles. I would say this circle is about the size of a basketball. That's a good way to reference it. And the quicker that you can make that circle, the little bit more challenge you're gonna have here. So again, if you wanna float that bottom leg and make this a little bit more challenging, you have that option. Good. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Tuck your knees into your chest. We're going to straighten just the left leg. Keep it floating above the ground. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. Inhale as you open up through your chest here. On the exhale, bring the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, alternate sides. Right elbow, left knee. And just switching sides here for bicycles. Good. Try to keep that extended leg as close to the ground as you can without touching. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Tuck your knees back into your chest. We're going to extend our legs back up toward our ceiling. Flex our feet. We're going to again interlace our, bring our left hand behind the back of our head. Inhale, reach the top arm overhead. Exhale, crunch as we reach along our side. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Alternating sides. Inhale, reach that top arm overhead. Exhale, crunch. Reach it along that right side. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Go ahead and bring your arms along your sides. Lower your legs all the way down toward the ground. Then really engage your abs to bring them back up. Exhale, lower, extend all the way through. Inhale, pull them back up toward you. Good. You can squeeze your arms along your sides to give your body a little bit more support for this one. Good. Really pull your navel to your spine. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to bring our legs back down toward the bottom, and we're just going to cross our ankles and alternate. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Tuck your knees back into your chest. Draw circles on the ceiling with your knees so you're opening up through your hips. And then take those circles in reverse. So big circles here. Really open everything up. Good. All right, go ahead and pull yourself up to a seat. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Lengthen through our spine. Take a big inhale to lift our chest. And just rock gently side to side. Good, so we're lifting through our chest as we begin to rock side to side, trying to press our knees closer toward the ground, lengthening through our spine so our chest is lifted here. Then we'll come back through the center. Inhale, lengthen our spine. On the exhale, we're going to fold forward, rounding through our backs so that we're creating some length through our lower back. And then we'll bring our forehead toward our toes. Good. Inhale, lift your chest. Press your elbows on the inside of your shins and see if you can bring your knees a little bit closer toward the ground. If you want to gently rock side to side again to find a little more space, you can. But if you can, just try to really press your knees toward the ground. Spine is lengthened. Okay. Okay, take another inhale, maybe grabbing your feet. On the exhale, pulling your forehead toward your toes. Good. Inhale, lift your chest, straighten through your legs, bring them out to the sides. So now we're opening up into a straddle. We're going to bring our hands onto our shins, slide the right hand down toward our toes. Inhale, lift our chest. On the exhale, slide down toward the opposite toes. So inhale to the center. Exhale, fold to that side. Good. Got 8 more counts here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring them down toward the ground, then walk your hands forward as you begin to bring your chest toward the ground. Think of flexing through your feet, maybe even externally rotating your legs so you're opening up a little bit deeper through your hips as you begin to bring your chest closer to the ground. Good. Walk your hands over to the right side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Then walk your hands over to the left side. Same thing. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Back to the center. We're going to bring our legs together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Again, exhale, fold. Go ahead and release. We're going to come to a lunge on our mat. However you would like to get into this. We want to have our left knee down for this one. Bending to the right knee, you want your right knee to line up with your ankle. You just don't want it to pass your toes as you're sinking down into it. Going to lift your chest, place your hands on top of that right knee. Good. And then take your left hand and press your left hip flexor a little bit closer toward the ground. So you're really opening up that hip flexor. We worked that so much. You can place your hands on the ground for a little more support if you would like. You could also use yoga blocks. Or you can keep your hands on that front knee and just allow gravity to allow you to sink into it. Then begin to bend through the left knee and straighten and see if you can get a little bit deeper hip flexor stretch on the left. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, catch that ankle, see if you can find a little more space here. Good, and then release, let's switch to the opposite side. So left leg is going to step forward, bending to the right knee, placing that right knee on the mat. We're sinking our right hip flexor closer toward the ground. Good. And if you're feeling really tight, you can kind of bend and straighten into this, making sure that you're kind of ready for this deep stretch. Otherwise, just stay here. Bring your hands on top of that front knee. Right hand's going to come back and press that right hip flexor a little bit closer toward the ground if you've got any more space. And then begin to bend and straighten that back leg. Bend and straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Catch that leg if you can, and see if you can pull that heel in a little bit closer, really stretching to that right quad. Good. Go ahead and release. We're going to step back right into a downward dog and just shake our legs out a few times. Twist through our shoulders a few times. Maybe see if you can lift your toes off the ground. Find some space here. Then lift your heels, bend your knees, place your knees on the mat, and then sink your hips back into a child's pose. Good. Slowly roll all the way up to a seat. Let's give ourselves one last big deep inhale. Reaching our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. Reach as high as you can. Begin to just twist through your core. Reach a little bit higher. Good. And on the exhale, we're going to fold forward, sweep our arms along our sides, reach back toward our heels, pull our forehead toward our knees, then tuck your heels underneath, and I'll show you what this looks like from the side. We're folding forward or grabbing our heels, and we're stretching and lengthening through our lower back. Go ahead and release. Big inhale, reach your arms all the way up toward the ceiling. Good. And then exhale, release, bring them down to your sides. Awesome job, everybody. Thank you for joining me. It was my honor and privilege to have you. Have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day.